I follow him down a dirt track path and get my first proper view of the island. It's beautiful, lush and green. I'm already under its spell. After no more than a couple of minutes trekking, we're in base camp, which consists of an assortment of tents and huts. Among them are two more solid-looking structures, one larger and one smaller. I presume these are the labs. The whole camp is moderate, but functional. It reminds me of an army outpost. I'm struck by the lack of people. In fact, there's no one around, apart from an older woman sitting outside, peeling a pile of potatoes. I smile and give her a little nod, but she stares back at me. I try not to get paranoid. Yeah. He's stopped at the largest of the tents, indicating that I should go inside. I feel rude just walking in, so I make my presence known first.
Hello?
You gave him the perfect voice.
Indeed.
A firm but friendly voice calls out. Come. I don't know, I'm running out of voices.
I was gonna give him one, but I couldn't think of one to give him.
Come. He's gonna be a YouTube poop.
Indeed.
Ah! I walk in, and there he is, hunched over some documents. The great Professor Popper.
Sir, it's an honor to meet you.
Yes, you must be Sungers. Come on in, my dear.
Oh, no, my.
Glad to have you on the board. Good journey?
Well, long.
That's what she said. I mean, yes.
Not to me.
That's a personal problem, my boy. Don't disappoint me, my lad. We're rather tucked away here. Tucked away in my book. Let me offer you some refreshments. Water, coffee, something stronger perhaps? Whiskey?
I'd love a cup of tea if there's a pot on the go.
I can tell you're new. The tea here tastes like cat's piddle. You really don't want to drink it. He pours me a cup of coffee from his canteen instead. It's a good thing I like coffee. It'll take you a while to find your way around and discover how it all works. So for today, I thought I'd just get you kitted out. And maybe introduce you to some of the locals. The cats, that is, the clucking locals. I believe you've already met most of the human locals.
Oh, I've only met the ferryman and the security guard who brought me here.
Yes, that's about it.
And the lady outside.
This is the fairy cult. She and her husband are the caretaker. When I look up the miracles, you'll meet them before too long. We're a tidy little family here, Sungers. And very you'll fit in nicely.
Thank you, sir. I hope so. Did I do that?
That's what it is, isn't it?
Indeed, that's what I was going for.
Okay, so, first things first. This is their basic fit. He begins going through a pile of things on his desk, explaining each of them in turn. This is their backpack. You can't put everything in it. We'll be getting on plenty of field trips, totally very useful. As will your own water bottle. So this is second health spray. You thought that these sushi such as tossed and subs. Oh, sorry, sunshine. Tagging cats out in the wild. Tagging. Don't want any scratches or feelings you don't know now, do we?
I suppose not.
His voice is making me lightheaded. I shove each item into my new backpack as he gives them to me. Likewise, these cargo vests will be brought along on the field trips. This lot here. He indicates to a small pile of what looks like laundry. This basic uniform, lab coat, mascots, stethoscope, etc. Portable first aid kit, camping knife with all tool attachments. finally, without doubt, the most important thing. My tongue.
Oh, that's a Pokedex.
Ah, you were close. He holds up something that looks like he holds up something that looks a lot more like a mobile phone, except it isn't. This is a catalog.
Boo!
Ba, 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 ba,
Catalog?
Isn't that kind of gay?
That's pretty gay, my dude.
Yes, it is. Yes. The name comes from its earliest version. It was initially designed to record and store data on the cats, scan them, and log their details. But as you see, we've come a long way since then. Now you can use it to accumulate with the rest of the team.
Accumulate?
To accumulate my affection. I've added everyone's contact details for you. Listen to music, take photos. There's even a pen that comes with it. They insert microchips into the back of the cat's neck so that he keeps track of them. He's got a stylus. What is this? 2007?
Well, there are phones that come with a stylus in 2019.
What?
Yeah, the new Galaxy Note.
Banned. Those, you can only get those that you know. On Cat Island.
Yes, obviously.
It's a very valuable piece of equipment, Hungers. That needs to be protected above all else. Do you understand?
Oops, I dropped it.
Oops, I cracked it in half over your head.
Did I do that?
Oops, I slipped it into my anal cavity. You're gonna have to get it out, Professor.
Let me bend over here.
He was looking me directly in the eye and clearly expects a response.
Yes, sir, of course. I will look after it.
Good, you'll know that all the functions as you go along for now. I suggest we take a stroll out and see if we find any new friends to introduce you to so that you can try it out. He hands me the gadget. I feel a bit nervous taking charge of it, but also really keen to have a go at the device. Why don't you go out now? Also, why are there loading screens for this single JPEG?
Yes, I really don't know.
We head down to... Maybe it's just for style. A style and effect.
Yeah, maybe.
We head down to the beach. The professor explains things as we go. The mixture of terrain on Cat Island is quite unique. Even in such a relatively small area, you'll find forests, mountains, jungles, beaches, woodland. All of these different geological zones in one place. It really is most remarkable.
It certainly is.
Even the whack of wildlife.
Lack of wildlife.
It's itself quite remarkable.
What do you mean, Professor?
I've killed them all. But put simply, there's a type of force field that surrounds the island, defying anything to enter. Oh, really?
Impressive.
You mean literally anything?
Absolutely, no birds, fish, or even creatures of any kind can penetrate it.
Forgive my lack of intelligence on this subject, but, we're here.
The professor let out a disconcertingly loud laugh. I see what you mean. Well, there is of course one small break in the physical wall, and that is where we built the jetty. But let's not get too bogged down outside right now. What you need now is that basically the island is shaped like a peanut. He has picked up a nearby stick and draws a simple map in the sand. Literally the shape of a peanut. Literally the shape of a peanut.
That's pretty epic, dude.
This
So, how do the cats eat then if there are no animals for them to hunt? And they're wild cats. So, what are they supposed to do?
Maybe they're vegetarian or cannibalistic. Maybe they eat their own
well,
children.
they'd have to be cannibals then, because
Yeah.
vegetarian cats can't exist. I mean, they do need meat as part of their diet. So.
Unless they've evolved. That's the side effect of making cats vegetarian, is they become sexually attracted to humans. They'll actually...
That explains the vegan cat thing that the tumblers like to do. You know, they got their fetish about their animals, so it turns the cats into their fetish object of fetish by making them vegan instead of killing them, basically.
That is true. However, my theory is that they're all humans and this lad has turned them into cats.